what about money matters? Like, you've acted with all these top guys.
Yeah.
They are the ones who pull in. And in those days, it was an Amir Khan movie. He pulled in the audiences. So they got paid like double, triple the salaries that women got paid. Was that ever a point of contention when you were signing that, why am I being paid less than?
No, I was so grateful that I was being paid and I could make money. I came from that zone. But I would say that at that point of time, that was not the conversation, and that's why conversations are so important.
Correct.
You know, like when I say that having a conversation about the diagnosis, about the fact that when I speak about cancer and I say that, you know, early detection saves lives, these conversations is what, you know, everything doesn't change instantly. But today when I look at the girls, it's because there's a conversation that they know that, hey, I'm being paid less and why should I not? I understand my worth and I deserve this. I didn't even know that. I didn't know my self-worth because that was not the conversation. It was, this is how it is. And you were so busy working, you were so busy making your ends meet and getting that, you know, thing, that there was really no time to think about it. But today, if you ask me, I would think about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would think about it today.
Yeah.
That time, okay, chalo.
Also,
it's
the
gone.
confidence is there today.
No,
which
the
you probably
understanding that this is not justice.
I saw this interview with Tilotama recently, a podcast. She just mentioned that I like this car, that you'll never make that kind of money to have that car. And it really hurt her. So the next big offer that she got, she says, I was feeling terrible about it because I wanted that role, but I wanted to negotiate to make enough money to buy that car. So she says, so she negotiated and somehow those guys agreed and they gave her that kind of money. And she bought the car. And she called up the producer and said, hey, I bought that car.
Amazing. Good on her.
Right?
Yeah, absolutely.
You understand that. I understand that. Because
but that, you know,
we've
to
had
understand this self-worth, it's taken this journey to get there to understand it. So while there are two things in this. This car story, I have a car story which I would love to share with you. But, you know, before that, when we talk about self-worth as parents, you know, in the various types of parenting, whenever I stood in front of the mirror, you were given a whack. Stop looking in the mirror. And anytime I would be given a compliment about how I look, my mother would say, but it's the inner beauty. This is going to go. You know, I get it where my mother was coming from. She kept me grounded. But, you know, for the profession I came in, I just did not have the self-worth or understand my own value. And I felt that I undercharged so much because I didn't understand my worth. So in trying to give that's that fine line. So as a parent, where is the fine line where I want my child to be grounded, yet I want him to have the confidence to get what is his worth? That thin line is so difficult to come by. And
that's
you know, that was the thing.
Because I don't remember our parents ever saying to us, oh, wow, that's so good.
And especially as girls.
As girls.
You know, they just prepared you for a life. Though my mother, who had not gone out and worked and ran the house, always said that even if you marry the richest person in the world, I want my daughter to be working. You cannot get married unless you're earning your own money.
Me too.
And she said that tomorrow, if you don't want to do it, I would still not be happy. Even if that is the case, you should always be doing something. And even if it is a small amount, you should have your own amount that is financially, you should have something that is yours.
Amazing.
And that was the upbringing. And yet there was the other side where that is how the society was. And as a girl, there are certain things that you don't even understand. That's the conditioning that you're brought up with.
Yeah. And I think it must have, like, when people must have come and told you how beautiful you were, you must have thought that, kya?
Yeah, it's just not like you... Because how do you decide that?
Yeah.
You didn't look at the mirror so much. There were not that many mirrors there.
Do subscribe to the ANI Clips channel to get shorter versions of this podcast. Click here to watch the full episode.